Very good afternoon. This is Alok Srivastava from Network Nuts, and here in this video it's a small demo video or an intro video just trying to tell you what Puppet is, how it is used in managing the Linux infrastructure, and the most important point is the point number 3, the importance of Puppet knowledge in starting your Linux career. The importance of Puppet in starting your admin career. So if you have done your RSC and now you are looking for a job, or if you are in the job and looking for a change or a hike, Puppet is the right technology or the tool that you should be mastering it. Let's first understand what Puppet is and how I can use Puppet in managing the Linux infrastructure. And remember guys, it can be a real big infrastructure, it can contain up to say thousands of machines. And the importance of the Puppet knowledge in starting your Linux admin career. So just understand what Puppet is, so this video might motivate you to join or to learn the technology, learn the thing which is actually used in the IT to manage the Linux servers and the infrastructure, right? So let us understand what exactly Puppet is and how it can be useful in your career as well as in managing a huge Linux infrastructure, right? Okay, first try to understand what is a bash shell script or a shell script. If I talk about a shell script, understand what the shell script is. Shell script is it can be used to automate certain process, right? So I can write here, can be used to automate certain processes. No doubt, no issues. I am happy. If you have somehow managing your Linux infrastructure using the shell scripts, either bash or perl or python, I am happy, no doubt about it. But now think of it, if I'm not wrong, think of it, there's a doubt here. Suppose I've got server here, I've got one server here, I've got one server here, I've got couple of servers, I've got thousands of servers, and using the shell script I need to do certain job here, say backup. I need to take the backup of all the jobs. No problem at all. The answer is I can simply create a script, first step. Second, copy it on all the machines. Third step, put it in cron tab. Hooah, job done, no doubt. So I can simply create a script here, right? Then copy the same script everywhere if the job is same on all the machines, and it can be executed simultaneously or as I had specified within the cron tab, running at a particular time. No doubt it can be done, but I have got certain questions. The question is, I can put it in red color. Might be some machines need different jobs. Say only these, I've got one more server here, or say a certain update need to be installed on all the machines. Some user need to be created on all the machines. Certain package need to be installed on all the machines. Say a latest kernel update has been available. Now that need to be updated on all the machines. Now for that, I think there is a slight limitation with the shell scripts, right? The easy way, and you need to learn the programming language also. You need to learn the Perl, Python, and the Bash shell scripting. Oh, difficult, man, difficult. For me, it is very difficult. So now, how Puppet can be used? Now, imagine this. I am removing all this. I have got an infrastructure. Again, put it in, say, couple of servers are here. I've got servers here. I've got thousands of servers. Right? This machine has got name, say its name is 1. These are the machine names or the host names, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Obviously, if it is on a network, they will be connected with some switch or some cables. So they are connected to the infrastructure. Now, being an admin, the job is install, say a job came, install a kernel update on 1000 machines, right? I need to install a kernel update is available and I need to install it on 1000 machines. Or there is one job. Second might be, second is, say I put it here, I need to install a package. Install a package, not a kernel update, or say, or I can write here, say not install, say a different example can be here, say create a user account. Create a user account on all machines so that it can be used by you to log in on that machine using the SSH. That can be a scenario. Or the third one can be a very simple example that you are doing since your RSC classes. I have got one more repository of software available, so I need to update the yum client side file. I need to say update or add a new dot repo file on 1000 servers, 1000 Linux machines. It can be a real pain. These things are the practical things what a Linux administrator generally encounters in the production environment, and these things are not taught at any conventional or standard training curriculum. Now suppose you are the admin, or you are in a real bad situation. So here you are the admin here, and you don't know what to do, how to do all these things. Going to each and every server, installing the kernel update, creating a user account on all the machines, adding or updating a repo file on 1000 machines can be a real pain in the neck, or say the backbone. And then there is a other word also. I'm not going to use that. Okay. So what a Puppet can do for you? Why not have a server, a magic server? I have a magical server here. What I do, I create a magical server here in the green color, and I named it Puppet Master. I'm just trying to give you an understanding how the technology works. I call it a Puppet Master. I install certain packages here of Puppet. So here I installed certain packages, and these machines, all these machines will be installed with a package. We call it a Puppet agent, or you can call it a client. So I install certain package which is here. Puppet agent component is installed here. So one machine is acting as the Puppet master, and the other machines, all the clients, are acting as the Puppet agents, right? So these whole group of servers, they are acting as your Puppet agent, and this machine is acting as your Puppet master. Now, how Puppet can be useful, or how actually it helps in solving all these issues. What I do here now is that I write some code, right? I write some code here. The code is known as manifest here. I write instructions for my servers. These instructions are known as manifest, called manifest. Right? And in these manifest, I can put the instructions very carefully, that what need to be done on this machine, what need to be done on this machine, and what need to be done on these machines. So I've got a file, might be for the host 1, and saying that you need to do, say, certain job. Then for the client 2, I write the code. How I'm writing the code, how to write the manifest is altogether a different thing, and I'm not going to explain this. Just try to understand the logic, the importance of Puppet, and write certain activities to be done on 2, and so on, so on, so on. So what happens by default, after 30 minutes, by default, automatically, you can configure all these values. What happens? The client automatically goes to the master and fetch the to-do list for the machine. This again goes to the master, Puppet master, and fetch the to-do list. So whatever you write here, like creating a user account, install the kernel update, and do all the things, those will automatically be updated on these respective machines. So if a kernel update is there, or I need to create a user account here, I just need to specify here that please create a user account on all these machines, and this instruction will automatically be fetched by all my 1000 clients. So the user will readily be available on all these machines within, like, after a certain keystrokes or a very limited amount of time. So that is how even you can deploy the whole Apache server. You can install the whole FTP, configure the whole FTP. Just give the instructions here, and these instructions are available or being fetched by all the machines or the respective machines. Right? So that is the beauty of Puppet, and which I think is difficult or is not that easily achievable by using the scripts either in Perl, Python, or Bash shell scripting. So learning the Puppet should be the next step towards how to automate the machine. You are not an artist. I'm not an artist that I'm going on these 1000 servers and creating the user add command and executing the user add command on these 1000 machines. I'm not an artist. It's an artistic way of doing it manually, tag. No, not at all. I need it now, right now. 1000 updates, 1000 kernel updates, 1000 accounts, 1000 machines need to be updated with a new repo file. for the yum. It is very difficult to copy it and then do it. Just create the repo file here, and that will be fetched by all the servers known as the Puppet agents, right? So the objective is very simple, guys. You have certain servers, the IT infrastructure to manage, couple of servers. You are not supposed to do it manually. They're connected over some switch or something, right? You have one machine acting as your magical machine known as the Puppet Master, and these machines will be acting as the Puppet agents. And say its host name is 1, 2, 3 and so on, infinity, or the Fedora. So you can write for every machine, you can write a separate set of instructions that on the machine 1 do this activity, on the machine 2 do this activity, on the machine 3 do this activity, and so on. And these machines will automatically fetch, and these instructions or the codes, they are actually Puppet is made using the Ruby, but you don't need to learn Ruby to master these things. A common sense and a working knowledge of Linux is sufficient. So these instructions are known as the manifest. We call them manifest. The manifest for the machines. So these are known as manifest. It is a manifest for host 3. It is a manifest for host 2. And it's a manifest for host 1. So every machine will go and fetch its respective manifest. 2 will come here and 3 will come here, like this. And whatever you write here, it can be creating a user account, a user add command. It can be, say, creating or like installing a package. It can be configuring a file. Different manifest for different things. So these 1000 machines will automatically get their updates or the manifest or the instructions from the master. So you need to learn this. You need to learn how this Puppet works and how it can be used to even install, configure and deploy a Apache server or a web server just working on the Puppet Master. You need not to go to any machine. Just write all the things in the instructions and it will be passed to the respective machines. I hope I was able to give you the basic knowledge of how Puppet works in Linux infrastructure in the companies and how important it is. Now think of it, after doing RSC, if you know all these things, what impact it can give you to your career and how much you raise your market worth. If you know, if your resume says, yes, I know how to manage a Linux infrastructure using the Puppet. So the company knows that this guy can centrally manage all my thousands or hundreds of machines, right? So the course that we are talking about, you will be learning about the course contents, or the idea. You will be learning first thing, how to install a Puppet Master, you will be learning how to install Puppet agents, how to make them communicate with each other, and then how to write the manifest. writing Puppet codes or manifests. So this is the course all about learning the Puppet Master, the codes, the manifest, and how these instructions and the codes can be like creating a user account, install or remove a package. These things can be done centrally. Install or remove a package, update a package, configure a server. Beautiful thing. Configure a whole server. And a lot of things. Suppose you want to install FTP here, need not to come here. You are supposed to install FTP here. Just write the code here, and this will automatically be fetched by this machine, and it will install the FTP, configure the FTP, and do all the things. Right? So try to understand the importance and the relevance of learning the Puppet for getting a real kickstart or a headstarting your career as a Linux admin. So I hope to see you soon in Network Nerds Puppet classes. Thank you, and see you soon in our classes. Bye, God bless, take care, and I hope I was able to give you a very clear idea of what Puppet is and how it is much more relevant as compared to the scripting things, Bash scripting or Perl and the Python. Thank you very much.